Kabuki is a Japanese traditional theatre form which originated in the Edo period at the beginning of the 17th century and was particularly popular among townspeople. After 1868, when Japan opened up to Western influences, actors strove to heighten the reputation of kabuki among the upper classes and to adapt the traditional styles to modern tastes. Today, kabuki is the most popular of the traditional styles of Japanese drama. Important characteristics of kabuki theatre include its particular music, costumes, stage devices and props, as well as specific plays, language and acting styles, such as the mie, in which the actor holds a characteristic pose to establish his character. Into the audience. Keshi, the special makeup, provides an element of style that is easily recognizable, even by those unfamiliar with the art form. The kabuki stage is equipped with several devices, such as revolving stages and trapdoors, through which the actors may appear and disappear. Another speciality of the kabuki stage is a footbridge, hanamichi, that extends into the audience.
The kabuki stage is equipped with several gadgets, such as raising podiums, where the actors can appear or disappear on stage in seconds, even using forced perspective and tricky angled artwork. It is impressive. A scene might end with characters still on stage and the lights dim and the stage shifts to a whole new scene. It's incredible.
Kabuki plays are about historical events and moral conflict in affairs of the heart. Originally, both men and women acted in kabuki plays, but eventually only male actors performed the plays, a tradition that has remained to the present day. Male actors who specialize in women's roles are called onagata. Two other major role types are aragoto, rough style, and wagoto, soft style. The actors speak in a monotone voice and are accompanied by traditional instruments.
Shadow puppetry is a kind of performing art. It uses music and operatic singing to accompany silhouette figures made from leather or paper. These figures are manipulated to create the illusion of moving images in front of an illuminated backdrop. Because it employs lights and shadows as the medium for storytelling, shadow puppetry can be considered as the ancestor of both Chinese opera.
The images are always made of patterned donkey leather sewn with thread. The bodily movements and facial expressions of the puppets are created by bamboo sticks.
Chinese shadow puppets are generally made of donkey, cow or sheep leather. More than 10 processes are needed, each of which requires meticulous techniques and specialized tools. The tools employed by carvers are homemade, and their techniques are handed down by the masters from generation to generation.
Piying represents interesting stories with lively songs and shadows produced by lights. It is the earliest animated technique in the world.
The development of shadow puppetry has been integrated with local folk melodies. It has consequently produced diversified shadow play music and local singing styles. Chinese shadow puppetry can be traced back to 100 BC in the Yellow River region, where it culminated around 1300 AD. At times, there were an abundance of professional shadow play troupes and numerous small shadow play groups founded by families or individuals. There were over 30 famous genres. Rich and influential families often displayed their wealth by employing elaborate shadow play troupes. The more influential the families, the larger the production. Like other folk arts, the evolution of shadow puppetry has been closely connected with the life and culture of the people. It reflects the folk beliefs of the historical period, and it also met the demands of the people for entertainment.
Performance that dates back to the Ayutthaya period in the 15th century. Khon combines aspects from 3 ancient types of performance: the dance and costumes from the churning of the Milk Ocean ceremony performance, the martial arts choreography from traditional Thai sword and pole fighting, and the art of narration, dialogue narration, singing music, and musical instrument used for accompanying the gestures of the performers, from a side performance called the playing Mapeh from the Grand Shadow Puppet tradition. The most memorable Khon characters are the principals of Pra, or the leading male, Nang, or the leading female, Yak, or the ogre, and Ling, or the monkey humanoid. Each of these characters has their own distinctive personalities and choreographies. The characters were featured in the classical literary masterpiece called the Ramakien, which had been derived from the classical Sanskrit epic, the Ramayana. Khon performances have been adapted to reach as many groups of audiences. We can now watch Khon in various occasions. Khon evolved from the ceremony. Over time, it has become public entertainment to be seen and enjoyed by everyone. The core value of Khon still remains influences from the royal dress styles. The finest costumes exhibit impressive detail, as well as expertise in textile weaving, dressmaking, and embroidery. all in accordance to traditional methods. The materials used are locally sourced. Many schools of craftsmanship are required in the production of Khon costumes. Khon costumes design is a collaborative project of the highest order and reflects Thai folk and classical wisdom.
ในเชิงช่างที่ปรากฏอยู่ในภูษาพัสตาภรณ์ต่างๆนี่นะครับก็เป็นแหล่งรวบรวมช่างต่างๆนะครับตั้งแต่ช่างที่ออกแบบลวดลายสืบทอดกันมาอย่างยาวนานตั้งแต่ในเรื่องของการย้อมสีการถักทอผ้าการทอผ้ายกเพื่อสวมใส่การปักด้วยเทคนิคต่างๆไม่ว่าจะเป็นปักดิ้นปักเลื่อมแสดงให้เห็นกระบวนช่างกระบวนฝีมือของคนไทยก็เป็นมรดกทางวัฒนธรรมที่สำคัญของชาติ
All the actors wore masks that covered their entire heads, ending at the neck. There were holes in the eyes of the masks as they directed their own dance and emotional movements. In more recent times, however, the Pra, Nang, and guardians no longer had to wear masks, but instead wear makeup to magnify their beauty, color, and personalities. Khon The music is incorporated into the characters' expressions and mannerisms. There are singers and narrators who, in effect, become the actual voices of the characters. The role of the narrator is one of the most distinctive, especially as the performers must wear masks. This means that these performers need the narrators to be their voice, whether in the singing of poetry or the storytelling. Khon narration is an art in itself. Alongside the dramatic dance performance, it narrates a story and contributes to the emotional expressions of the characters. In ancient times, all the
Mongolian traditional art of Home is one of Mongolia's great and invaluable contributions to the world cultural heritage. This type of unique music art has been developed in the Altai Mountains area, especially in Mongolia, with its own unique characteristics. The history of Mongolian Home art dates back to hundreds of years. The popularity of Home among the Mongolians has arisen as a result of close interaction between natural environment and human culture. The animistic worldview of the Mongolians identifies the spirituality of objects in nature, not just in their shape or location, but in their sound and melody as well. The open landscape of Mongolia allows sounds to embrace a great distance. Thus, human mimicry and imitation of sounds of animals, wind, and water is seen as the root of Home art. Mongolian nomads have developed these mysterious sounds of nature, environment, and nomadic lifestyle as a special genre of music for expressing their emotion, happiness, and labor motivation. The exact origin of the Home art is unknown, but researchers suppose that it could have been developed in connection with specific epic-telling vocal technique, shamanic calling, and the play of the wooden sword flute. Home is a generic term defining the whole vocal practice of a single person who voluntarily and simultaneously overlays several sounds, but mainly two sounds with his voice. It is a melody of harmonics sung above a fundamental tone called drone. In Mongolia, this song style has been practiced exclusively by men until recently. However, women have now been practicing it for about 2 generations. A multitude of techniques can be found in Mongolia, and they are grouped within 2 main styles, the harhra or deep home and iskre home or whistled home. The wonder of the Home art is its simultaneous melodious overtone. In this way, the Home is a phenomenon which differentiates from other traditional arts based on human vocal organs. This is the reason of calling the Home performer as human music or hunghuchung, which highlights its specificity from a normal singer. The Mongolians used the human vocal organs to the high degree of level and developed the Home as a unique musical art. The bureaus of Home art are making much efforts for the development of the traditional apprenticeship training. This has a great role for safeguarding and promoting Home art and for its transmission to young generations.
Одоо бол амьсгал нь задраа уучраас аргагүй мэн тийм байх хэвээр. Хашиг нэг сайн чагнаж ч мэдв. Эхлээд чээж хархираа. Ингээ доороо мэдв. Нэг чагнаж байгаа. За дараагийнх нь магаал зуръя. Нарийн өнгөнд чиний саяын дугуурлаа шүү дээ. За юу. Тэр ийм бол 3 үндсэн өнгө байгаа шүү дээ. Энийгээд тэгээд чи нарийн дээр нэлтэр сургуулаад басан тийм ээ. Одоо саяын бүдүүн өнгө рүү сурч үнтэйдэл юу гараа сая. Тэр юм байна. Оо. За. Сая үгүй нөө. За. Одоо хоньныхаа жил көмөлжил байна уу? Бэлтгэл хийж байгаа биз? Сайн байна. За одоо нэг дугураатахтаа минь хүү. За тэр болж дээ. Нарийн өнгөндөө одоо байгаа данууд өөр аргагүй шүү дээ. Тийм байх хэрэгтэй минь хүү. Тэгээд аяндаа сургуулаад ирэхдээ тэгээд бүдүүн өнгөж задгаар ирэхдээ 16.
Хөөмийн төрлүүдийг тус-тусд нь сонсхий. Эхлээд хархираа. Эсгэрийг дангаар нь сонсхоо. хосмол хөөми гэж байгаа. Хосмол хөөмид хархираа хөөми, шахаа хөөми, шингэн эсгэрээ хөөми энэ төр бүгд хослож ордгоороо хослол хөөми. Эсгэрээ хөөми нэгдэж мартий давсуу мартий.
오플레
A long time ago, a monarch missed his deceased concubine so much, he got sick. His ministers reproduced the image of the concubine with cloth and put it behind a screen. The monarch could see the shadow of his concubine on the screen. This was the origin of the shadow puppet, Pi Ying.